Hello everyone, Untitled and welcome to another mod overview, this time on Survival Island Generator, a mod that adds another world type you can use to make things a bit more interesting. So, what it does is obviously makes it so that you have world gen that focuses on islands rather than just sort of more larger scale mountains or terrain of certain more usual sizes. It makes it more, there's large patches of water between islands. So, what you'll have to consider is obviously that there's no world borders. There is an issue which has it where the player will sometimes spawn in an ocean on new islands. In an ocean instead of on an island. But otherwise, if you don't come across anything, probably just create a new seed, or you could just deal with an ocean and sea, unless it's mostly that it probably generates an ocean and you may struggle to find an island and there might not be any appearing, so that may also be the case, who knows, with that sort of issue there. I'm assuming it's intended that you are supposed to spawn on an island so you do get resources, rather than just out in the ocean you have to search for however long. There's the increased island size, obviously, for increasing the ocean size, making it less frequent, and so on. The biome's name must be in lowercase, and this is probably to do with configs. There's obviously a chance you may spawn in a different biome from the desired spawn. 98% of islands spawn as an individual biome, since there isn't much land appearing in this world gen. So there's no climate system in place, just any type of biome. The chance of the math based on 1 and whatever value you set it to. The default is 1 out of 10. Chances of seeing islands, and yeah, it'll work out what it is for oceans as the other. Island size increases are exponential, and the /locate command for finding structures on survival will obviously cause lag, so keep that in mind, which we will demonstrate since I do use that command a lot. So what you've got in the configs is the following. So you've got information of the default is 0 for the island size, but the range is between 1 and 6. The chance at which islands will spawn, but the lower values increase in the frequency. The island chance is 10, and you can go between 5 or 10,000. You've got the spawn island biome, which is forest by default. You've got beaches that can appear on islands, and you've got the survival island mode there. So I'm assuming that'll be that if it makes it so that the islands are survival ready, or it's just probably that if you probably choose the survival difficulty. I'm not too sure on that. But either way, as you can see, I do have an island like so with a fair amount of trees. I obviously built that structure part there with a couple of beaches and a fair bit of stone and such. If we look around a bit, we should be able to see what the rest of the world gen is like. As the distance between each island can be tested. I'm assuming the rest of the ocean generation is probably fairly typical of vanilla, or it maybe is tweaked as well. We'll get some night vision here. Ooh, is that there? Get a bit of an idea of what that's like as well. So the ravine there. So we're quite a distance away from an island right now. Again, obviously this is all default stats, so see that it is quite a ways away, but there is probably more chances of ruins spawning. Not so sure on sunken ships though. It's quite a ways away. So So we actually try /locate. So we've got our stats up here. We'll try with, say, some buried treasure, as well as a sunken ship and some ruins, and see how that goes for summoning some things. So, sorry, the lag, I mean. See how that goes. Still floating there. So we've got that there, as well as buried treasure underneath, it seems. This gravel pile here. So we'll take a look. Got the chest there. There we go. And we'll try with, say, some of the others, such as a, if we can find it, shipwreck next. That happened to be close by, apparently. There we go. So it wasn't even there for a second. So nothing in this direction, but there is over here. And we'll also try the ruins as well that we just happened to see a while ago. Ocean ruin. These happen to be fairly close by, it seems, so that's not too bad. But obviously I'm assuming in other cases it could be quite awkward. Unless it's mostly more other types of ones that aren't ocean related. So we'll try something like a jungle temple, which is probably less likely. And we'll see what we get there. Nothing yet. Try a different one. Okay, so /locate. No, it's still searching, so that can't. Okay. So it may be more difficult for biome-specific ones, like a desert or jungle pyramid, but ocean ones should be easy to find. Not just because I was lucky with that distance, but yeah, so that is quite a ways away. So we'll see how that goes with teleporting to that. If it can. Perchance. Okay, so we'll just test. Nope, so that's gonna take a while, that's why. Generations working, commands aren't, it seems. Okay. Well, sort of. Okay. Go underwater and see then. Nope, still kind of looking for survival. Interesting. Okay. So we'll quit out of that and then we'll try opening it again and see if that works. Because yeah, that is a bit odd. But again, it did say there was going to be lag when doing that. You probably can use modded biomes as well. Not sure about modded structures though. But for the most part, I'd say that that is probably it for the mod. Thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.